It's all made of work.
That's what I miss at the meeting. Good soundtrack. I'm not used to microphone. All right, hello everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So for those of you, how many of you have been to one of their house shows before? All right, so this is what I'm excited about. It's about half the people have been here, half have not. So you have a whole new audience that you're gonna be building here.
If you don't like us, you won't open it back.
So for those of you that have been here before, you've heard me say it, Scars on 45 is legitimately my favorite band. Got a little tipsy one night and said, I heard they do house shows. I'm gonna have them play my house. And we're now celebrating the 4th time that they play my house. So thank you guys so much for coming over from sunny England. And I hope you all appreciate the show. They are selling merch and they are accepting tips, so take a look at the table there. I'm gonna do that so that they don't have to. But otherwise, enjoy and take video, post it, tag them, tell your friends, enjoy it. So with that,
Good speech. She's taking on the conversation. I've got nothing to say now. Just say that.
Hi guys, we're a band called Scars on 45. We'll do a bit of play some songs and tell a few stories and make fun out of Aimee a little bit. So we're going to play some songs and tell a few inside stories about what it's like to be a musician over the last 12 years we've been doing this? Too long. And we'll play a song, this is called Golden.
I can be all you want me to be. I can act how you need me to act. I am caught by the space in between the words you've not spoken, the words you've not spoken. Together we're golden, everything will be alright. Together we're golden, as long as there's you and my side. Together we're golden, everything will be alright. I will play what you want me to play. I will lose if you need me to lose. We must sincerely hope your love won't fade away. The bond is now broken. The bond is now broken. Together we're golden. Everything will be alright. Together we're golden. As long as there's you and my side.
alright? Does it sound okay?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Not blowing your head off or?
Is that alright? Yeah, so we're a band called Scars on 45, and well, there used to be more of us, and now it's kind of like people grow up and have kids and get married, and and now it's just me and Aimee. How are you? Well,
It's been me and you, Fred.
that's been me and a friend. So we're a band called Scars on 45, and we've released 3 albums, and we're just finishing our 4th. And yeah, as Natalie said, we started incorporating these house shows when we were touring, and we would do odd house shows. And we've done this, we've played for Natalie and Jason for 4 times?
Yeah.
4 times. And this, don't tell anyone, but this is
Sounds nice in this room.
it's lovely, isn't it? Old houses, you can't
Even
beat
if it
old.
sounds shit, we sound alright.
The plaster, you gotta love it.
Yes, that's
Very forgiving.
But we're from a place called Yorkshire in England, if anyone's heard of it. It's Greenfields countryside.
Very northern.
Very northern, yes, very northern. And we grew up in a town where nothing really happened. It was very, we spent our entire youth dreaming of leaving, as most people do. So when we finally did leave, we left and we toured for, well, the last 12 years, but when you get to about a 5 or 6 year period, you get this urge to go back home. And we wrote this song on the 3rd album about our satellite town, we call it. It's called Satellite Town.
Flashes of lightning, buckets of rain, hitting down hard on the back lane. Everyday seasons in a satellite town. Remembering stories of summer long weeks, hour-long kisses on the backseat. Everyday dreaming in a satellite town. What can we become if we never want to change? 'Cause I pretend that I'm a winner, but I'm a loser that can lie. And how I wish I was a fighter, but I'll be running for the whole of my life. I wanna be a free spirit, but I need somewhere I belong. How can something that feels so right make me feel so wrong? Oh, how could I be so wrong?
Live for the weekend, rewind and repeat. Stumbling home along the back streets. Everyday dealings in a satellite town. I had to full of these stupid ideas. Still thinking we're living through our college years. It's an everyday feeling in a satellite town.
'Cause I pretend that I'm a winner, I'm a loser that can lie. How I wish I was a fighter, I'll be running for the whole of my life. I wanna be a free spirit, I need somewhere I belong. How can something that feels so right make me feel so wrong? Oh, how could I be so wrong? Oh, how could I be so wrong? What can we become if we never want to change? I've let my colours run, and I've let my colours fade. 'Cause I pretend that I'm a winner,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Got to stop moving about here.
Well,
Are you creaking?
I think it might be my belt.
No, it's the floor.
It's not
Yeah.
your belt.
Is it?
It's
It's
your
130
belt made out of
floor.
wood. Well, it might be my boot, but it's not.
So yeah, for those of you
Keep
wondering,
going.
Yeah, that's
Like, it's
good.
putting me off.
So for those of you wondering, for those of you wondering what's happened to Amy's foot,
Correcting you.
I was thinking.
Boot in your mouth.
So we were big football players, well not very, soccer players, when we were growing up. And so about, was it 6 weeks ago now?
It's
2 months ago, Amy, well a bit longer than 2 months ago, Amy rang me up and said, I'm going to start playing soccer again. And my initial reaction was, wow. what do you mean? Well, no, I think I can do it. I'm definitely going to start playing again. I've got a game on Sunday.
When you've got 2 kids, you'll do anything to get out
Well,
of the house. I don't care how old you are. Anything.
So she sent me a message. My first game's on Sunday. I was like, okay, fair enough. So the game came around, and at 11 o'clock, about 11 o'clock, I got a text message through, and it was a photograph of Amy's leg in the hospital, looking like that. And my reaction was, the game went well. And Amy said, no, it's worse than that. I did it during the warm-up.
Whoa, guys.
Wow.
Any form of exercise when you're our age, you don't matter, does
It's like getting out of bed.
it? So I snapped my Achilles in half.
Oh, jeez.
Just from setting off into running position, so everybody just think about it. I started blaming everybody else because I thought somebody kicked me in the back of the leg. And they're like, what are you on about when I went near you?
Just glad you
It's
didn't
definitely
do
not
it.
my age, you kicked me.
And you being you won't have politely asked if someone had kicked you.
No, I am like that. You kicked me in the leg.
Who kicked me in the leg? Yeah, so we've been a band for a long time, and me and Amy have known each other for years and years and years. And I remember now. I met Amy when she was 17 years old.
4 years.
4 years ago. But when we were doing on our last album, we were going through a period of, sometimes I was mentioning you, when you write, I try and write songs as often as I can, but sometimes it kind of, they come out, you've got to keep doing it on a regular basis because you never know when a little idea is going to come out. And this particular week, the third album was finished, and I was ready to fly to Minneapolis to mix it and get it finished. And me being the typical man that I am, I was doing everything other than pack my suitcase. And it was like 11 o'clock, it was like 10 o'clock at night probably, and I was like, I'll do it in an hour. I'll just have a little fiddle around on this. And then this idea for this song came out really quickly, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. So I rang Amy up and said, is there any chance you can literally come round? You're flying in like 7 hours, like, just quickly. So she came round, we quickly did a demo of this, and I took it to Minneapolis, and we did it dead quickly. And it's a song called Teenage Superstar, so we can do it.
Give me one more night. Give me one more morning. Give me one more day to meet the boys down the borderline. In the neon lights, back street rolling. And we always said we'd be kids in our head through the rest of our lives.
So tell me you remember 1999. We were young and felt so
heart's on fire. I've said these words 1,000 times. The bathroom mirror stopped and smiled. So take my pulse and holds me down. My heart's on fire. Cause when you're standing on your own and you feel you've got nobody around you, yeah, you know I'll be the one who helps you from your knees. Cause when you're standing on your own and you feel you've got nobody around you, yeah, you know I'll be the one who helps you from your knees. My heart's on fire. My heart's on fire.
Wish you never told me no. It seems too easy to turn you down. Someone's slave to wipe my tears. Is your heart on fire?
Cause when you're standing on your own and you feel you've got nobody around you, yeah, you know I'll be the one who helps you from your knees. When you're standing on your own and you feel you've got nobody around you, yeah, you know I'll be the one who helps you from your knees. Yeah, you know I'll be the one who helps you from your knees. My heart's on fire. My heart's on fire. So pull me over black and blue. It's far too hard to say I love you. So take my pulse and hose me down. My heart's on fire. Thank you. So, we've. It's always so nerve-wracking playing in front of everyone's so quiet and.
Yeah, so you can mess up your song.
I know, yeah, exactly.
If anyone's
Notice, you've noticed.
if anyone's been on any of our Zoom shows recently, horrendous.
So they're getting the premium experience. Is what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Listen, we've just forgot every single word to every single song.
For some
I
reason.
shouldn't have said that, have you got any?
Is there any wood in this house? When we were, so
saying? Yeah, I think there's some limits.
we started doing these during the pandemic. We were locked down more than most. We were locked down for about a year. So what happened was when we were with the first lockdown, you weren't allowed to see anybody, and then by the time the second lockdown came around, we were allowed one more person. So one person was allowed in our bubble, and that was my bubble.
Privileged.
So she would come round and we would kind of like, you know, there's nothing really much to talk about. It's like, how was your walk today? How many beers did you have? That kind of thing. So we came round and we just started working on, tried to start working on some new music. I mean, a lot of my friends and musicians, people who work in the music industry would say, oh, it's perfect for you. What, you know, nothing to do all day apart from just be write things. What amazing! It's like, It's the least inspiring time ever. Like, what am I going to write about? The fact that I've not showered in a week.
Yeah, that was true as well.
Dad, I really should have a shower today.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, James Bond on, I want to watch it.
James Bond.
But we started to work on new music, and we got a couple of. With every album, you're looking for that one song that kind of like jumps out and makes you think, okay, so we've got one song now. This could lead on to something else. And for the first album, it was Heart and Fire. Second album was Crazy View. Third album was that song we just played, Teenage Superstar. And then for the this album, we had nothing. You know, it was pandemic had just hit. We hadn't been working on anything apart from little ideas. And then this song popped out, and it kind of spurred us on to finish a bunch more and keep writing. And we'll play it for you now.
After you stop tuning it out.
It's a song called Silhouettes.
You have it?
Yeah, man.
Here I am waiting, here I am stoned, as I crawl down these streets that my heart used to know. If your love is fading, my ignorance grows around you. But these scars on my chest here are all I have, and they shape me forever and always.
'Cause it's high tide and I'm in the water. I've lost direction on the wrong way home, but I don't need your rescue line, no explanation. I'll only learn my lesson. I'll only learn my lesson cold.
Why are we waiting? Why are we one? Down to the wire in this whispering war. Whatever may come, I'm so comfortably numb beside you. And I've never felt a spark that lit this darkened old heart the way it did way back when.
I'll get over you, just like you said. But the hand that picks you up will drag you down instead.
this living room. It's such a good living
Record
room.
the album in this room.
I really love this house. Yeah, we don't get this back in the office.
Oh, sit here all night.
we've been here 10 years, there are no ghosts. My cats see them on occasion, but I've not seen them.
Amy's not very good with ghosts.
No, I don't.
No, you don't have to worry.
She doesn't like scary films.
No.
So we
Only good vibes.
only good vibes. Yeah.
Good ghosts.
Good ghosts, friendly ones. My cats see them.
So we how we got started in how we got our big break. Oh, big break, I said.
We were supposed to be Coldplay.
How we got started was, so we were friends, and we used to work really shitty jobs. And every spare minute that we had a little damp rehearsal room in Bradford City Centre, and we would go there we would go there after work every night, all weekend, and we would just go down and kind of hang out. 9 times out of 10 we didn't do any music. We would just go down and hang out, eat biscuits and drink tea and just kind of like talk about how we were going to take over the world. And then we bought a little computer, got a little laptop, and taught myself how to record these acoustic demos. So we would do that, we would just go down, and it was amazing because it was the first, we couldn't afford to go into studios. So it was the first time that we actually heard the songs that we'd written come back to us, like, whoa, that's amazing. So we did that for a long while, and everyone, we come from a really small town. So if you kind of like say what you're going to do, oh well, we want to get a record deal, they go, you know, get a real job, come on, don't be ridiculous. And like, well no, we're going to try and do this. Anyway, so we just didn't listen to anyone. The amount of people that told us, you need to just forget about it. Like, you're not good enough. Like, well, we'll keep going. And it wasn't going anywhere. And I swear this is the truth. Word for word, this is exactly what happened. We'd had a rehearsal, we'd gone down, and it was just like, we would think we were just a bit disillusioned about everything, and we couldn't seem to get anything to sound right. We're not going anywhere. And I got back to my house, and I called our best friend, kind of play Nova. And I rang him up.
We miss Nova.
We rang him up and we said, we rang him up and said, I remember speaking to him, he said, I think we're going to have to split up. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. We're going to have to kind of, I think what the best thing to do is, let's just split up and then let's just regroup in a year or so and we'll do something different. And as I was on the phone to him, I got an email from our manager Steve saying that he got this next song on an episode of CSI New York, and they were paying us like, I don't know what we paid for the first albums for, like they're paying you 10 grand or something, and I was like, and then I went back and Nova said, yeah, I think you're right, yeah, maybe it's time to call it a day. I was like, well, let's not be hasty now. Let's just give it a little bit more time. And then this song came out, it was on CSI New York, we had a MySpace page. The MySpace page blew up, and then before you know it, we were like signed to Atlantic in about 6 weeks. It's like,
We didn't even have a band.
how did this happen? It was insane. And then, yeah, so this is, if anyone says any song that means the most to you, it's like, although you know, this song is the reason why we kind of started to do anything. So it's called Beautiful Well.
Turn around, hold me when I sleep. So much better, you're lying next to me. You turned your back upon another soul. So much to say, so much you'll never know. That'll never come from me. And what did it take to don't you give me peace? 'Cause all you ever did was cause me too much grief. There's nothing left to see or even do. I need some time to move to somewhere new. And I said, how can you just walk away? The sign is growing cheap. There's nothing here to keep you in this place. And I know you think those pretty eyes, and there's been much to see. Beauty's running wild on your face. Yeah, beauty's running wild on your face. Thanks guys, thank you.
If you don't like love songs, then you're in the wrong crowd. Just all heartache and blushing, innit?
Our songs are about falling in love or breaking up, and there's no middle ground.
Adele can do it, we can do it.
Okay, so we're going to play another new song for you now. And so this song, a couple of months ago, it was used on, has anyone seen a TV series called The Good Doctor? The TV show called The Good Doctor. Okay. So this song was used on The Good Doctor over a wedding scene. And I'd never seen The Good Doctor before. My girlfriend had seen it, she watched it religiously, nothing to do with our song in it, but it was just written for just a song really. It wasn't never meant to be for us, and then it was placed on this TV show, and yet again I had hundreds of messages from people saying, I can't find this song anywhere, can you, it says it scars on 45, can you release it? And we were like, what? It's never meant to be. Oh. To be honest, we felt bullied into releasing it. And we were like, and we kind of, then me and Aimee talked about it, and it's like, well, you know what, let's put it out. So it's going to be out next week. And we've had to practice playing it this week, and we've had some interesting versions of it the last week. I think that's fair.
It's evolving.
It's evolving, exactly.
But it's new, we won't.
It changes every single time.
All I will say is, go judges, okay? I'm gonna give it a go.
The right key?
I'm in the right key this time.
Right key.
Right key.
Not the left.
Not the wrong, it's the right key. Okay, should we give it a go?
Yeah.
Strap your seatbelts in.
You've got this now.
It took me so long to find the one who blinds me like a sun. Drawn to those eyes as blue as the sky, miles apart and oceans wide. But when I'm close to you, the world feels small. With two hearts beating as one after all. 'Cause even when you're far away, I won't let go. Deep in my soul to stay. Even when you're far away, I will survive. Our love will guide me home. up around the sky. The feeling I get when I hear your name, it brings me home and it keeps me safe. But when I'm close to you, the world feels small. With two hearts beating as one after all. 'Cause even when you're far away, I won't let go. You're deep in my soul to stay. Even when you're far away, I will survive. Our love will guide me home. You feel like home. You feel like home. You feel like home. You take me home. You feel like home. It took me so long to find the one who blinds me like the sun. Even when you're far away, I won't let go. You're deep in my soul to stay. Even when you're far away, I will survive. Our love will guide me home. You feel like home. You feel like home. You feel like home. You take me home. You feel like home.
Thank you guys.
We did alright. You just need to work on the beginning. Yeah, the beginning bit. I can see you figuring out what the
Yeah, do you know why I look like I'm not sure what I'm doing at the beginning?
Because you're not sure,
Because I haven't got
right?
a clue what
No.
I'm doing.
That's what I mean. We work on that one.
Like, which song is this now? Which song is this? How does this go?
Just keep strumming something.
I'll keep working on it, Amy, don't worry. I'll keep working on it for you.
You can see your little clock ticking. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you for being so nice to us, guys. This is nerve-wracking but enjoyable. So we've done a lot of touring over the years, a hell of a lot in fact. And Louisville. I've been here before. Louisville. We right, okay, let me get this right. So the radio station that we used to visit many years ago was WPK. That's what we did. And when we used to do the live lounge.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things we ever did. Live lunch, yeah. So one of the first things we ever did was when we first got thrown in a van. So when we got signed, we'd never done any gigs before. Like we never played in front of people, and we kind of like got thrown in this van, and we were like, yes, we got signed, woo, yes. And they were going, okay, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go around all the radio stations in the country and play for them. And we were like, you what? What we have to play? So that one of the first thing that we ever did was WFPK. It was the first thing we turned up, and it was like, it was the most nerve-wracking thing ever. You know when that would go,
Don't swear.
oh, sorry, you're on live in. Oh my